Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the campus of Mountain View High School. We have a baseball game between the Los Altos Eagles and the Mountain View Spartans. Action is just about ready to start. Just completing the warm-up pitches. There's the throw to second. It should be batter up in just a second. The umpire's cleaning out the plate. Leading off for Los Altos is Stephen McLean, followed by Stephen Lee, and then Chase Eller. Defensively pitching for the Spartans is Davis Atherton. First pitch is a strike.
Nice pitch, Davis. Mark, do this way. Good.
Stephen McLean's playing short. That was called low. Got an angle off toward the side, toward the Mountain View dugout. So I can't directly see where the ball is crossing the plate. I do have a center field camera, I'll probably see it better there. There's a rip to center field. Thornton's back, it's over his head. McLean's around first, headed for second. He's gonna stop there. As Los Altos has something going with a leadoff double. There's another look. You can see that rip to center field. He's taken off. He knows he's got it made, rounding first. There's his leadoff. Comes out there, and pitch to Lee. He puts down the bunt. They go to first, get the out. And McLean makes it over to third. Just realized I did something backwards. Number 10, Chase Eller is up. And he sends a foul ball. So one strike. Atherton's pitch. It's curveball. Strike two. So Los Altos, I think, would settle for a fly ball to the outfield. See if they get that runner in.
Go, get it out.
Defensively, Mountain View's back, allowing the run to come in. Pitch goes outside. One ball, two strikes to Chase Eller. Chase is playing second base. Catching for the Spartans is Max Gishi. That's fouled off.
Way to go, Davis.
Count remains 1-2. One down, runner at third. The next batter would be Patrick McCall. Pitch was just a bit outside. Counts 2-2. There's a bouncer. Catcher blocks it nicely. If you saw that, the catcher just dropped down and let the ball hit him in the chest. That kept it in front of him. The count runs to 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Chase Eller. Atherton steps off. Curve. Called ball 4.
Get him out! Get him out!
Catcher, the runner goes off at first. the runner that's coming in to score. And the runner's called out at second. So Eller gets caught in the rundown and to allow the runner from third to score.
Very nice. Hey, 2 outs, still be out.
We're going to see if we can do a replay here of all that action. As you see, he's off. He's running to first there. And here he's going to come off the base and head towards second. Pitcher throws to second, and they have him in a rundown. But during this time, the runner from third is coming home. There he goes across the screen. So there's 2 down. Patrick McCall's the batter. He fouls one down the left field line. Nice day in Mountain View. Pitch is low again. The catcher drops down and lets that ball just hit him. I used to work with a kid who went to play college ball at Arizona State. He says they used to hit the ball right at them. And they didn't have a glove, and they had to stop the ball as a catcher with just their gear. Now they're fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes to Patrick McCall. There's a line drive to short. Fielded by Applegren. Thrown over to Munoz, and that retires the side. So we finish the top of the first, and Los Altos leads 1-0. Here we go with the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for Mountain View is Daniel Ray, followed by Sam Moore, and then Matt Munoz. Pitching for Los Altos is Daniel Peffley. And there's a leadoff strike 1. Wilbur is the catcher. McCall's at first, Eller at second, McLean at short, Rogers at third. That was a ball. Oh, it actually hit the batter, so it wasn't a ball, I guess. This game is brought to you by KMVT's All Sports presenting sponsors, the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. And by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead provides the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. So runner on first. Sam Moore at bat, shows bunt. Ray was a bit off the base and got chased back quickly. Peffley looks in. Runner's going. The ball is fouled off. Peffley holding the runner on. Throws home. Ball is low, but dug out of the dirt by Wilbur. Runner stays at first. Peffley looking in, runner's going. Line drive. Shortstop knocks it down. Throws to first. Gets away. And Mountain View has runners on the corners. Here's another look. You can see the ground ball. Shortstop is going in one direction. That's McLean. He had to go back the other way and knock the ball down, but his throw to first isn't in time. It's tough to give him an error. I think I have to give a base hit because he was trying to cover the base. Yeah, I think that's probably right. A hit and an error, I think. And there's a bunt down the first base line. They're going to go to first. They get the out there. So Matt Munoz sacrifices. The runner comes home. We're tied at 1. And Sam Moore moves up to second base. So Will Thornton will be the batter. There's one out, man at second. Peffley looking in at Thornton. They throw back. And don't get the runner. Beautiful day, like I said, here in Mountain View. It's got to be in the, I'd say about 67 degrees. A little bit of a breeze, but beautiful day. Pitch is a strike.
Hey, come on, Will. Hey, try something.
That one's low. Count goes to 1-1. I may mess up the count a few times today as I'm trying to do this all by myself and there's no scoreboard help. It's not working. Swung on and missed. That ball blew right by him. Threw him a curveball the first time. Threw him a ball in the dirt. Came with the high heat. So, guessing, I'd say curveball. Runner at second, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will Thornton. Definitely fires. Ooh, and hits him. The runner's going to third, but he's not allowed to do that. He'll have to return to second, and there he goes. John McAllister will now bat. He's going to go down to third and talk to the coach. See what play is on. Runners at first and second, 1 down. Bunt wouldn't do him much good, right? Because that'd be 2 outs with runners at second and third. So I don't know what the strategy would be here. McAllister shows. He starts to run his hands up the bat. Pulls it back. Takes strike 1. I'm going to guess that was a curve from his reaction. He gave up on it thinking it wasn't going to be in the strike zone. Would have been a nice pitch to bunt, I think. That's outside, and the catcher goes out. Wilbur goes out to talk to Peffley. Kind of confused, or maybe they think the guy on second has picked up as a sign. One ball, 1 strikes to John McAllister. He'll be followed by Nick Lilly. There's a pickoff play at first. Ooh, safe. That was pretty close. Not many times you see the pickoff play at first with runners on first and second. The first baseman is playing behind the bag. 1-1, McAllister sends one sky high. First baseman McCall has it. It's called an infield fly, as the infielder had the chance to go back and get it. McCall thought at first that it was going to go much more foul, but I guess there is a breeze up higher. It's a gentle breeze. I don't know that it could have brought it back, but came back in and made the catch, and now there's 2 down runners at first and second. And the batter is Nick Lilly. Takes strike 1. If he reaches, he'll be followed by Max Gishi. Timeout called at home plate. So the 1-strike pitch is line. I'm going to take it, it's foul. I didn't see a signal by an umpire, but I have trouble seeing down the right field line. The Mountain View dugout is there. So that would mean it's no balls, 2 strikes to Nick Lilly. Pitch in the dirt.
Here you go, kid. Let's go ahead, do some damage here. Let's go 6. What do you say, Lil? I'm Nick. Let's go, Lily. What do you say, 8? Hey, let's go 8 right here, Lil.
That pitch is low. Count runs to 2-2. I don't think Peffley really wants to go to ball 3 here, as the runners would be on the move. 2-2, fouled off. Lilly's the batter. He's a designated hitter today. Peffley fires a bit high, and here we go to 3-2. Well, I think he threw a curve that he fouled off. That was a high heat. So I'm not sure what he's going to throw here. See if he goes back to the curve. Can't imagine that with 3-2 count. Fouled off. Looked like a fastball. So we got Moore at second, Thornton at first, and Lilly with a 3-2 count. Swung on and missed. And the inning is over. We've completed 1. It's 1-1.
I was in a fire department training, and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor. He saved my life.
Here we go. We're going to go to the top of the second inning. Leading off for Los Altos will be Max Wilbur, followed by Conrad Rogers, and then Thomas Kelleher. Defensively for Mountain View, it's Munoz at first, Montano at second, Applegren at short, and McAllister at third. Out in left field is Moore, Thornton's in center, and Ray is in right. Atherton is still pitching, and Gishi is still catching. So Wilbur steps in. And that pitch is low. Wilbur's a catcher for Los Altos. Curve ball. And that ball is low.
Here we go, Davis!
That pitch is fouled off.
Hey, going away from that righty up. Good point.
We're at 2 balls and 1 strike. You're in the top of the second. There's a fly ball out to left. It may make the ground. It does. So Wilbur gets a base hit. Conrad Rogers will be the batter. Here's another look. Almost a Texas leaguer in a way, except we're not in Texas. So that puts Atherton in the stretch. Pitch is low. Conrad Rogers is playing third base. Wilbur has a pretty good lead there at first, drawing some attention. He's a pretty big kid. He's a catcher. It's hard to imagine that he'd be that quick. But they don't want him to get far off that base. Rogers takes ball 2. Oh, they have the scoreboard working now. I have help. Swung on and missed. He was a ways out in front of that one. Wilbur's got a lead. I was just going to speculate on that. And there's a throw over. Should have said something sooner. Would have looked like I was brilliant or something. You probably have your doubts about that already. There's a strike on the outside corner. Coach yells out to live there. That was pretty good. Wants him to keep that ball outside. 2-2. Swung on and missed. No drop third strike as there's a runner at first. So that's 1 out, and Thomas Kelleher will be the batter. He'll be followed by Matt Bicker. Wilbert first. It looks like he's going. He's not. Swung on him. Guess I can say the infield's a double play depth. Hard to really get a sense because I'm so low to the ground here. I'm not like those guys in the bigs that are up higher. It's difficult to tell exactly where the infielders are. 1-1. That's strike 2.
Great pitch, Davis.
Go, Davis.
Killer waits, but they throw over to first again. Fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Not many folks out here. A lot of parents, brothers and sisters,
Go, got one out. Go, D, one in.
and the staff from KMVT. The runner's going. Pitch is sent foul. Off third, comes back into fair territory, but Wilbur hustles back to first. The ball gets away, but not far enough. So Kelleher's retired. Flew out to third base. Here's another look. You can see the ball going down. It's right on the. Well, that was the earlier single in the inning. So with 2 down, the batter is Matt Bicker. Over at first. Wilbur's not going to want to go back and catching. He's gotten so dirty over at first base and jumped around, and he's going to be a tired boy at the end of this day. Bicker takes a strike. Again, Wilbur gets dirty, shakes himself off. Usually the catchers are about the dirtiest player on the team, not the most rotten, but they get the most dirt on them. It's funny when you say something what you hear. There goes Wilbur. The throw to second goes into center field.
Davis, back up third.
So that's the reason for all the attention.
Hey, no worries, Davis, get the guy here.
Here's another look. You can see Wilbur taking off, and the ball just sails past the second baseman.
Hey, we're diving.
Not to get close to getting the glove on it.
Knock it down.
Couldn't make the U-turn as the ball was thrown behind him instead of to the base.
Go, Sandro, and outfield, cut ball.
So Atherton throws 1-1. Strike 2, outside corner. You can see Bicker wince when that was called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilbur at second. There's a turn and no one's there. Saw a great YouTube bit the other day where a pitcher turns and throws to second, and the second baseman falls down, the shortstop falls down, and center fielder comes running in, and the runner starts to go to third, and the pitcher still has the ball, and he throws to third and gets him out. It's a great bit if you can go check it out. And while you're on the internet, you can check out the other KMVT games. There's many sports contests, and they're all on YouTube as well. So that means if I say something really stupid here, I can end up famous. You're all wondering why I'm not famous already. Yeah. Pitch is low. It's gone to 3-2. And Matt Bicker. If he reaches, it'll be the top of the order with Stephen McLean. Line drive, second baseman has it. Over to first is Montano de Munoz, and the side is retired. So we've completed an inning and a half, and we're tied at 1.
My parents are really slowing down. I feel bad I can't always be there for them.
How do I choose between caring for my mother and caring for my own family?
I've been looking into the options, but Dad doesn't want to leave his home. What do I do?
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Here we go, the bottom of the second inning. Pitching still for Los Altos is Peffley. And we're waiting for Wilbur to come out as he was on base at the end of the inning. So that we have a warm-up catcher, and you know, if I was really good, I could tell you who that was. No one ever does that. Austin Mahawald. Yeah. And we're all warmed up, ready to go. And stepping into the box will be Max Gishi. He'll be followed by Clark Applegren and then Tony Montano.
What do you say, 2-2? Get it hard somewhere. Go, Geese. Go, Geese.
Here's a ground ball to second. Fumbled and fumbled and fumbled. That was Eller at second, trying to get the ball up. And he could not do so. Here's another look. I'm sure Eller doesn't want to look at it again. He just cannot pick that ball up. And there's a bunt down the first baseline. That's right on the line. It looks like it's going to stay fair. The pitcher tried to pick the ball up and tag the runner, but the ball came out of his glove. Gishi goes around to third. It almost seemed as deep as that was. I'm not sure if the pitcher should have been handling it or first base should have. Manager comes out of the dugout for Los Altos, and they're going to have a talk. I almost thought that was far enough that the first baseman should have been fielding it. Trying to see if we have a replay. But it's not going to happen. So, Mountain View. Here's the end. Okay. As you can see, the ball come loose. Oh, the pitcher did actually pick the ball up and try to throw to first base. Here we go again. No, that's the one at second base. And that's the end of the play. That's 2 errors in the inning for Los Altos. And Mountain View has benefited with a first and third situation with nobody out. And batting is Tony Montano. And he bunts it down the third base line. It's going to go foul, just barely. The dugout's groaning and moaning. It's fun when people take this game as seriously as it should be taken. He's got shoes that match his uniform. That's pretty impressive. So Peffley looks in, first and third. Nobody out. There's a bunt. He's going to let it go, and it stays fair. He had no hope, I think, at the plate. I don't think he could get the runner out. Could have gotten the out at first. Here's another look. As you can see, the ball goes right down the line, and it just does not want to leave the field. That's one of those things where if you know the field, you might have a better feeling, but this is Mountain View's field, so Los Altos doesn't know it as well. the batter, is Daniel Ray.
Let's go, D-Ray. You know what? Somewhere do some damage like you can. 2-3. Let's go, kid. Hey, let's go 2-3.
So nobody down, runners at first and second, and a run in for Mountain View.
Ray, what do you say, kid?
Ray was hurt, hit by a pitch his first time. I don't know if he was hurt or not. As you know, there's no crying in baseball, so I don't think it hurt him at all. The only one who would admit that might be his mom.
Hey, let's go 2-3. What do you say, kid? Hey, let's go, yeah?
There's a throw to second. That was close. Coach was yelling back, and he just emphatically yelled the last time.
Say 2-3. Let's go, D-Ray.
It was a very nice throw by the catcher.
Hey, let's go, Daniel. Kid.
Oh, D-Ray, what a great name.
Say 2-3. Let's go, Daniel. You go, Daniel. You go, D-Ray. Let's go, Daniel.
And there's a strike. Another throw to second. Oh, called out at second base.
Hey, let's go, D-Ray. Here you go. Pick him up right here. 2-3.
Here we go. Here's the replay. The runner come in. There's the tag. The umpire called him out. Hard to see the hand because the fielder was in the way, but the coach is coming out and talking about it. And they come to an agreement that they don't agree.
Hey, let's go right here, Ray.
Coach walks off slowly just to show that he's not happy.
Hey, let's go, D-Ray. Move that runner over here any way you can. What do you say, 2-3?
And here we go with Daniel Ray now with a runner at first. With one out. That's fouled up. It hit the backstop. It rang a bell. That was kind of interesting.
Hey, here you go, kid. What do you say? Hey, let's go 2-3.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Daniel Ray.
Here you go, Daniel. Let's go, kid.
We're in the bottom of the second here in Mountain View on a beautiful day. I was impressed with the first throw that Wilbur made to second base, but to pick a guy off is pretty amazing. Sometimes the speed of the throw getting there and the catch and everything influences calls. There's a line drive, fair ball down third. Ray has to hold with a single. So Sam Moore will be the batter.
Let's go, Sam.
Here's the replay. So you can just swat that ball. Gets right on the line. He just ripped that. It's like he knew it was coming. So runners at first and second, 1 out. Both teams feel it's important to keep the runners close to the bases. A lot of pickoff attempts. I don't think I've seen 2 throws to second base by a catcher in a row on 2 consecutive pitches. So Peffley throws a strike.
Hey, let's go 3. What do you say, Sam? Let's go. Yo, swag, yeah. Hey, let's go 3. Come down, kid. Let's go, Sam.
Some more weights. Shows bunt. Takes. And it's called a ball.
Come down. Let's go, kid.
Hey, here we go, swag.
So the count's 1-1 to Sam Moore.
Let's go 3 right here, kid.
Looks like a pickoff play at second. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Ball gets away from the catcher. Ball was in the dirt. Wild pitch. The runners move up.
Hey, hit a hard somewhere. Hey, do your job. Sore, let's go. Hey, do your job. At least one home. Let's go, kids.
Well, Los Altos didn't want that. Because with the one out, all Mountain View needs is a fly ball to the outfield.
They go 3. Hey, hit a hard somewhere. What do you say, Sam? Let's go, kid.
Definitely he's looking in for the sign. They call timeout at home plate.
Back. There you go, Sam. What do you say, 3? Let's go, kid. Go, Swag.
Sam Moore waits 2-1.
Back.
Fake toward third. In case you're wondering, you have to throw to first if you make a move toward it, but second and third you can make a move toward the base as a pitcher off the rubber and you don't have to throw.
Hey, let's go, Sam. Right here, kid. We go, Swag. What do you say here, Sam? Let's go, 3.
Count remains 2-1. And that was a ball, so it's 3-1 now. And Moore was showing signs of putting the bunt down. So Wilbur goes out to talk to Peffley. The 3-1 count. First base is open, but you would have to imagine Los Altos would like to get an out here without giving up a run. 3-1 to Sam Moore. That's ball 4. So that'll bring up Matt Munoz. He's playing first base. He sacrificed his first time up. He bunted the ball so the runner would score. I don't think he has an option here with the bases loaded. They'd have a play at the plate. Well, he takes a low.
Now, let's go 9.
Well, I don't think the weather this time of year could be any nicer than it is today.
Let's go 9.
And Mountain View's enjoying it with the bases loaded.
Let's go, kid.
Ground ball to short. Dropped. Got the out at second. McLean couldn't come up cleanly with it. But he does get the force at second, but the run scores.
Hey, let's go, Will. We're not done yet. What do you say, 7?
So here's another look. As you can see, he just gets his glove on it, drops it, and has to settle for the out at second.
Hey, you go, Will.
Catcher Wilbur gives signs to the infield what they're going to do because it's a first and third situation, whether he's going to throw through.
What do you say, 7? Let's go, kid. Come down, 7. Come on, back, cool.
There's a strike. Thornton was hit by a pitch his first time up, just last inning. I don't know why you don't remember that. The runner advances to second on that.
Hey, there's 2 there for you, Will. Let's go, kid.
So 1-1 count. Runners on second and third, 2 down. Peffley fires. It's low. 2-1 to Will Thornton. He reaches to be followed by John McAllister. The pitch is low, and Wilbur goes out to talk to Peffley again. Try to settle him down, get his focus. He did that last time they were 3-1.
Come now, 7, let's go, kid. Hit your pitch here.
Here comes the 3-1. It's ball 4. That's what happened last time.
Do some damage up there. What do you say? Make it hurt, kid.
So that's a second walk in the inning. Mountain View again has the bases loaded. And the batter is John McAllister.
Come now, John. Let's go, kid. What do you say? 1-9.
Two down, bases loaded. McAllister takes strike 1. He flew out to first base his first time up.
What do you say, John? Hit hard somewhere.
Los Altos needs an out.
Here you go, John.
Mountain View would settle for a base hit. There's a line drive to right field. Going back, and he makes the catch. That was Becker, and the side is retired. We've completed 2. Mountain View's ahead, 3-1. Here we go with the top of the 3rd inning, leading off for Los Altos is Stephen McLean. Excuse me, that's Peffley, the pitcher, that's batting. And hits a line drive out to the center field. No, can't be caught. He's around first. He's headed to second. I think he's going to stop there, and he does. So he shows his teammates how to do it. Here's another look. See, just swats that one. Center fielder might have taken it curved back toward him. I think he thought it was going further away. And the ball just went right over his head. And that was Thornton out there. So Atherton throws to Stephen McLean. Swings and misses over the top of a curveball. McLean hit a double his first time up. Atherton's turns. There's nobody at second. So the 1-0 count, their pitch, hits McLean. He did his best impression of trying to get out of the way as he took one for the team. So now Los Altos has runners at first and second with nobody out. You can see him. Yep. Here, I'll move a little bit and then let the ball hit me. It was like a curveball that got away from Atherton.
Give me now, Davis, communicate. Know where we're going. Go.
So the batter, Stephen Lee, he sacrificed his first time up.
Ball, back. Good. Go.
He showed bunt, didn't go through. They throw through to second.
Right away, expect it. Right away.
But Peffley makes it back safely.
John, 2 more in.
Let's see if Lee wants to bunt this time. Yes, he does. And he does nicely. Goes down third. Looks like it's going foul. It does. So again, home field advantage. The ball was just bunted a little too much toward the line. Seems like a fairly flat field, and there's no real crown to it. Counts 1-1 on Stephen Lee. Runners on first and second. There's the throw. That was almost bad. Great play by Montano to knock that ball down. So Atherton throws 1-1. There's a bunt down the first base line. Looks like we're going to go at first. And there's a tag applied by Munoz. And we have one out. Here's another look. You can see he pushes that ball. It was fairly well hit down the first base line, but the coach was yelling all the way to make the play at first. No sense taking any risks, and the batter now is Chase Eller. Pitch was outside. Eller walked his first time. So Los Altos has Eagles on the pond. I think that's how that goes. And there's a bunt. Pitcher has it. Coach yells for first. And they accomplish that, get the out, but the run scores. So Peffley scores. Here's another look. As you see, they put the ball straight into the pitcher. You might have thought there was a play at the plate, but the coach was yelling first base. So Patrick McCall is the batter. And he hits a base hit to left field. The run scores, and we're tied. Here's another look. As you can see, he hit it right through the hole between short and third. Driving in the run, tying the game. The batter now is Max Wilbur. Runner faked going. He went back. Pitch was called a strike. Wilbur hit a single his first time. Then he stole second. Curveball swung on and missed. That's one of those curveballs that seems like it takes just a week to get to home plate. As a batter, you just can't wait for it. Just, gosh, you know what it's gonna do, but you just can't wait. No balls, 2 strikes. Throw over to first. Atherton throws, line drive deep, left field. Run down by Thornton. And the side is retired, but not before Los Altos adds 2 runs to tie it at 3. Here's a replay. There we go. You can see another look.
New pitcher.
Here we go. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Now pitching for Los Altos is Kevin Lynch. And now batting for Mountain View is Nick Lilly. Nick shows bunt, takes a strike. A lot of bunting today. Usually they have the bunting around the field at the beginning of the year. Pitch is high. Lilly struck out his first time, ending the first inning. Here's a called strike. Lilly's a designated hitter. And he's looking at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Go, Lick! Lick Nelly! What do you say, Lick Nelly?
Lynch fires at his feet.
There you go, hey, right here, kid.
Two and 2 count. Ground ball looks like it's reaching right field. It gets past second base. Past Eller. He made a valiant effort. And Lilly has a single. We're going to see it again here. He just strokes that one. One of those, I guess, a seeing eye ground ball. As Eller tried his best to flag it down, could not do so. He reached. That'll bring up Max Gishi. He's the catcher. Takes ball 1. Balls. No strikes to Max Gishi. Over to first. Not even close. And there's a strike. Lynch fires. Called strike. That was right at the knees. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4. That was low. So Gishi reaches again. That'll bring up Clark Applegren. Applegren's playing short. Have a meeting at the mound between Wilbur and Lynch. Maybe because there's a runner at second. They always have that thing about changing up the signs when the runners reach second base. So nobody down. Runners at first and second. It's a common theme in this game so far. There's a bunt down the first base line, foul.
Go clock right here, kid.
So the runners return to first and second.
Go clock right here, kid.
Applegren's looking at strike 1.
Go Clark.
There's a line drive, right field line. Fair ball. Base hit. The runner stays at third as the bases are now loaded. Here we get to watch that all over again here. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'll let them do it. Go ahead, show the replay. They're waiting for me to tell them. No, see, they refuse when I ask for it. But. Okay, the batter will be Oh, it was a pinch hitter that messed me up. Oh, gets by the shortstop. Comes to left field. Looks like 2 runners are going to score. Oh, no. Held at third. I had the on-deck batter in front of me, so I couldn't see the guy rounding third. So base hit past the shortstop. Oh, excuse me. That was Tony Montalvo. So Mountain View regains the lead. And the batter is Daniel Ray. Yes, D-Ray as they call him. The ball's fouled off.
Okay. I'll be back that way in a few minutes.
Go, Daniel!
Bases loaded, 1 in. There's nobody out. 3 hits and a walk. There's a ground ball to third, picked up, fired home. There's an out there.
That's a good call.
The catcher did drop the ball, but it was when he took the ball out of his glove and went to make a throw.
It was a good call. It was the right call.
So you can watch this again to watch the catcher as he tries to pull the ball out of his glove. Let's see if he drops it then. Oh, you can tell. We were watching the runner. See if we can see it in this angle. Comes the runner in. See, when he went to make the throw, that's when he dropped it. So he caught it, turned his mitt over to make the throw, and that's when he dropped it. We have a new pitcher for Los Altos. As James Olson comes in to pitch.
See how long you've been here for?
I saw you. I saw you get it started.
Of course.
And we'll be back after he finishes his warm-up.
Ever since we moved to the United States, Palo Alto Medical Foundation has been taking care of our health. We love our doctor. She is always ready to listen to us and is very professional and answers all our questions and is very reassuring. PAMF has been there not just for my own family, but for the whole community, whether they're seeing patients or providing doctors for our free medical clinic.
Here we go with the finishing the warm-up pitches for James Olson. He has 2 more pitches. So this gives me a chance to tell you that KMVT Sports would like to thank Homestead Senior Care for their continuing support of high school sports programming. Homestead, to them, it's personal. Okay, the warm-up's complete. Bases remain loaded.
Let's go, Sam.
We got 1 out and a run in. And the batter is Sam Moore. Sam reached on an error and walked.
Go, Sam.
Los Altos needs a double play. And there's a line drive to center. Drops in front of the Kelleher. Ball gets away. 2 runs will come in to score. So there's the big hit that Mountain View has been waiting for. Here's another look. You can see the ball's just ripped to center field. Gets to Kelleher really quickly. He stays in front of it and knocks it down. The 2-run score. Batters Matt Munoz. As Mountain View has scored 3 in the inning. Munoz sacrificed his first time and hit into a fielder's choice. So with one down.
That boy, that boy.
Pitch is just a bit high. Count goes to 1-1. Olson fires. Too high.
Hey, make it come to you, Matty.
Like he's overthrowing a bit.
Let's go, Matty.
Count goes to 2-1. Munoz will be followed by Thornton. Throw over to first. Again by Los Altos through behind, I guess, the lead runner. On a pickoff attempt.
Here we go, Matty. Drive some. Let's go, kid. That boy.
Munoz takes 3 balls and 1 strike. As Olison's been very high. Having trouble with his release point. That ball's fouled. I think it's going to reach. It's right on the fence. Oh, did reach the stands. Hit someone. I think it hit her in the leg. One of the fans was sitting there and never moved. It's pretty tough. This backstop is extremely high. Got to be, I don't know, 30 feet high. The ball came straight down about 10 feet behind the fence. Landed right in the lady's lap. So it counts 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if the runners are going. There's only 1 out, so it's not the conventional. There they go. That's fouled off again. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Matt Munoz. Olson seems to have settled down a bit. The runners are going. Swung on and missed. Nobody was covering second base. Catcher was going to throw to the following runner. So now there's 2 down, and Will Thornton is the batter. If he reaches, John McAllister will bat. In the second inning, Mountain View sent 8 players to the plate, and they've done that again here in the third. They scored 2 in the second, they've scored 3 here in the third. Here's strike 1. Olson throws. Pitch is high. Counts 1-1. The runner did move up on the strikeout.
Let's go, kid. Hey, here we go, Will. Hey, let's go.
Thornton's the center fielder for Mountain View. He fouls that one off. High pitch. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, and then he walked. So he's reached 2 times. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Thornton. Olson throws high.
Hey, keep battling, Will. Let's go, kid.
Seems when Olson really tries to fire a fastball, it's sailing high on him. He comes in, and Thornton pops it up. Shortstop McLean has it, and that'll end 3. But Mountain View scores 3. They're now leading 6-3. Here we are back at Mountain View High School on a beautiful spring day. Temperatures in the high 60s, a little bit of a breeze. It's still there. You can see the flag moving. We're going to the top of the 4th. Batting for Los Altos is Conrad Rogers.
Go, first guy. Okay, step through.
Rogers hits one back to the pitcher. He fires to first. And mentioning that, we have a new pitcher for Mountain View, as Patrick McClellan has come in.
Mac, take it away.
And now batting will be Thomas Kelleher. He's the center fielder for the Eagles. He takes a ball.
Go, D, want it.
McClellan gets ready to throw the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
Well, this side.
Kelleher takes a strike.
Good move, John. Good job, John. Stay with him.
2 balls and 1 strike to Thomas Kelleher. McClellan fires and fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kelleher flew out to third base his first time up. That was off a high fastball. McClellan throws 2-2. It's low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's ball 4.
Go, Patrick.
That's the second walk of the game so far that Los Altos has received. He did have a batter hit by a pitch. That'll bring up Matt Bicker. He's playing right field. Grounded out to second. His first time. McClellan's first time in the stretch, and there's a base hit to right field. Kelleher stops at second. So now Los Altos has something going. Here's another look. Just rip that down out to right field. Got there in a hurry. Gonna have a runner. As Bicker leaves, and look at my list. James Brewer comes in to run.
Go, go, 1 out. Hollywood behind it. 1 out.
There's ball 1. The batter is Peffley. It's a ground ball toward short. It's dropped.
Hey, 1 at a time.
And Los Altos really has something going now. 1 down, bases loaded. Here's another look. The ground ball goes towards short. The runner waited, but that didn't help Applegren, so he couldn't come up with it. Sometimes trying to get that double play, you just start thinking a bit. Coach from Mountain View brings the infield together and talk about situations. And KVT Sports presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PANF doctor today. What's amazing in baseball, you can have the bases loaded. That doesn't guarantee anything. It's just a great feeling. But you still have to come through, and trying to do that for the Eagles is Stephen McClain. Actually, I think I said that wrong. It's McLean. So we're going to resume action. So now McClellan has his work cut out for him, trying to get a double play ball. Ooh, and he throws one on the outside corner for strike 1. There's a curve, strike 2. Well, McClellan has another way. He's going to go for the strikeout here. If he goes with a high fastball. He shakes off the catcher, Gishi. McClellan's ready. Fires 0-2, curveball, line to center field. The runner's tagging up at third. Catch is made, the runner's coming. The throw comes into the pitcher. The runner scores for Los Altos. The other runners moved up. The coach was hoping to get one of them out, but they could not. There's another look, as you can see, just sends one up to center field. Bring home the run. Los Altos is still down 2, but they're out there. There's 2 Eagles on the base pass. There's a curveball that gets by the catcher and gets by him twice. He throws to second, and there's an out. The runners were coming, but the ball took a very nice hop off the backstop. Came all the way back out to the pitcher, who threw the runner out at second. You can see the throw going right there. In the second, shortstop takes it, tags the runner. That'll complete the top of the 4th. But Los Altos scores 1. They're behind 6-4. Here we go with the bottom of the 4th inning. The new pitcher for Los Altos is Matt Bicker. Will now pitch. Wilbur still catching. And batting for Los Altos will be John McAllister. McAllister flew out to the first baseman and flew out to right field. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. McAllister's hit the ball to the right side both times. Seemed a bit behind that pitch. Becker throws strike 3. Here's another look of that at the very end of the pitch. Strike 3. So the next batter will be Nick Lilly. Nick struck out his first time and then hit a single and scored in the third. Well, Bicker's thrown 4 strikes so far. We'll timeout at home plate. Another strike. That's 5 in a row. And that one's fouled off. So technically that's 6, but it doesn't count for 2 strikeouts. So. No balls, 2 strikes to Nick Lilly. He's a designated hitter today. And there's a ball. Bicker fires low. Strike 3 called. Lilly gives a look back at the umpire. So we'll see if we can get this replay. Ooh, looked like a pretty good pitch there. So Max Gishi, the batter as he swings and misses. Max reached on an error and scored and walked and scored last inning. Counts 1-1. Matt Bicker looks in, throws, and it's crushed but foul. It always seems like those are the best hits you get in life, and they go foul. Curveball misses. It's tough. I have the on-deck batter right in front of me, and I can see the ball come out of the pitcher's hand, and when he comes on the other side, it's suddenly in a different place, and so I can guess it's a curveball. The trajectory is just totally strange. The high inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Max Gishi, the catcher for Mountain View. It's another foul ball, not quite as far. Count remains 3-2. If he reaches, Clark Applegren will bat. Another foul. Just waiting for a ball to come in as all these foul balls going all over the place. So Baker fires 3-2, fouled off. Well, Baker's done a great job. He got the first 2 outs of the inning on strikeouts. But he's having trouble with Gishi here. Another foul ball. Now we're out of balls. Once they've all been hit foul. Oh, they threw one back in. So, another 3-2 pitch. You never think at the beginning of these you should count them. That's fouled off. I think that was ball 4. That was a bit high. Again, we're out of balls, folks. So if you have any around your house, you could send them over here. That'd be great. Trying to see if we can snag one from somewhere. So everybody's looking all around, waiting for a ball to suddenly appear from. There we go. Here it is. We have a whole bunch of them. Oh, now we have a bunch. So thanks, folks. Thanks for donating your balls as they all came in. And Gishi remains the batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 17 foul balls. Oh, I think that one's going to be foul, but it might be in play. It is, and it's caught by Rogers at third base. And that would end the inning. 1-2-3, the first time for Los Altos. But Mountain View continues to lead 6-4.
Ever since Dad died, taking care of Mom is overwhelming. I can't do it on my own.
Sure, my mother needs me, but I just want to be a daughter again.
Mom wants to stay in her home, but needs more help than ever. It just can't be me all the time.
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Hi, I'm Ricky Appler with Spartan Sports Camp. Brought to you by the Mountain View High School Athletic Department, Spartan Sports Camp offers multi-sport camps for kids in grades 3 through 6, as well as sport-specific camps for grades 6 through 9. We give campers the opportunity to receive instruction from the Mountain View High School coaching staff and student athletes. Strength camps are also available throughout the summer. For registration info, visit our website at www.spartansportscamp.com. Sessions begin June 10th and run weekly through August 2nd. We look forward to seeing you this summer.
Here we are, going into the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for Los Altos will be Stephen Lee, followed by Chase Eller, and then Patrick McCall. Stephen Lee came up the last 2 times with runners on, and he sacrificed both times. The first time he got an RBI. But now with no runners on, can't get a sacrifice. McClellan's still pitching for the Spartans. But the pitch misses, ball 1. There's a strike. Count goes to 1-1 on Stephen Lee. Stephen's playing left field. And he sends a pop-up toward first. Munoz has it. And there's 1 down. Chase Eller will be the batter. Chase walked his first time up. He sacrificed the second time, and he knocked in a run doing so. Clellan fires 1-0. There's a fly ball in right field. It's right down the line. Can't tell if it's fair or foul. It's fair. Heller's around first, headed to second. And he's in. Because both umpires called him safe. Here's another look. You can see he's going to send this one right down the line. Can't tell how fair it is. I have a limited view down the right field line. Let's see if we can see it from this approach. There it is. It's around first. They had a play, but it was very close at second.
Tony, two up the middle. Right shoulder shade.
So now Patrick McCall
Outfield, hit the cut.
is up. Smashes one to left field. Moore is back, makes the catch, a runner tags. Moore fires one to third. That would not have been a pretty sight for that runner. That was an excellent throw. Here's that, watch the runner going into second there. You can see the play. So that'll bring up Max Wilbur. Max singled his first time and flew out to center his second. There's two down, runner at second. Curveball. Ooh, it's called a strike. Another curve, strike two. Another one of those curves that just takes forever to get there. You just got to keep them where they're not out over the plate, though, or those will get rocketed somewhere. He comes back in with a fastball, goes out to center field. Thornton's there, makes the catch for out number 3. So Wilbur's flown out twice to center field. So that ends the top of the 5th with Mountain View ahead 6-4. Here we go, the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for Mountain View will be Clark Applegren, followed by Tony Montano. Then the top of the order with Daniel Ray. Applegren's reached on an error and has gotten a single.
Go Clark, reset kid. Hey, let's go, Ted. Reset kid. Go Clark, right here, kid. Let's go, one out. Fire, boy. Clark.
Ball 2. Applegren scored his last time on base. Takes ball 3.
Make him come to you, Clark.
So Matt Bicker is throwing again for Los Altos. He pitched last inning. He started off last inning with a bunch of strikes. This time he started off with a bunch of balls. Here's ball 4. This game is brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. And the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMF doctor today. So Tony Montano will bat, runner at first. Throw down to first is not in time. 6 strikes to begin. He threw 7, I think. And now he's finally got a strike here in this inning. He threw 6 balls in a row. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tony Montano. Shows bunt, and the pitch is called a strike. Waiting for the sign from the third base coach. 2-2 count. Vicker winds, fires. Ground ball toward first, gets through. As Montano hits his 3rd base hit. So Mountain View has 2 runners on. As you can see, this ball just ripped. First baseman was holding the runner on. That kept him too close to the base to field it. Runners are in first and second. Nobody out. Mountain View wants to add to their lead here in the 5th. And we're at the top of the order with D-Ray.
Go, Daniel, son! Go, Ray! Oh, yeah!
Just called a ball. First time up, Ray was hit by the pitch. He had a single in the 2nd inning, and then the 3rd inning, there was a force out at the plate from the 3rd baseman, so it was a fielder's choice. That's ball 2. So Bicker's in his first predicament here, because he had a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. That's ball 3. So he's having trouble with the strike zone here in the 5th. Focus comes so quickly and it goes so quickly. There's 3-0. There's a strike. Ray was taking all the way. Comes Bicker throwing 3-1. Strike 2.
Hey, right here, kid.
So let's see, with nobody out, if the runners are going. 3 ball, 2 strike count. My guess is yes. There goes the runners. Ball 4. So, Mountain View has the bases loaded, and the batter is Sam Moore. Sam reached on an error. Well, actually, he got a base hit and an error on the throw. Allowed him to go to second. He then walked and hit a single and knocked in 2 runs, which I said was the big hit that Mountain View was waiting for. Take strike 1.
Hit your pitch in the heart. Go, Sam. Oh, man, what do you say, Free? Let's go ahead. Here you go, Sam.
Bases loaded, nobody out.
Oh, now, let's go, Sam. You got 3.
Infield is in for Los Altos. Pitch is low, blocked very nicely by Wilbur.
Hey, let's go swag. What do you say, man? So let's go 3. Okay, be right here, okay? Go swag. Come down. You go, Sam. Let's go in hard, Sam.
Infielders are on the grass. Line drive. Foul.
That's a good piece, kid. That's a good piece.
Ripped, but foul. That makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Go, Sam!
To Sam Moore. Sam's playing left field.
Come man, we go, Sam! Number 2, no man in the box. Let's go here. 3, what do you say, Sam? Let's go. Be our guy. Be our kid.
He pokes one to center field. Runner's tagging at third. Catch is made. The runner's coming. Here comes the throw. Cut off. Gets by the catcher. The runner was off first, but Los Altos didn't have a player over there as the first baseman came over to the pitcher's mound to cut the ball off. We can see it all over again right here. The catch comes into the cutoff man, the first baseman, who then throws home. You can see the runner from first is way off. See him running there? And now he's trying to get back, but there's nobody at first base. So Los Altos does get an out, but they give up a run. So with runners at first and second, and the batter is Matt Munoz. Munoz sacrificed, hit into a fielder's choice, and then struck out. And there's a pop-up down the right field line. It has hope. Caught by the second baseman. No, he drops it. The runner started to go back. Now they head forward. They go for the play at second. He gets away. So it would appear to me 2 errors on the play. As they try to get the runner at second, they threw them all away. So the runner from second scores, and the Spartans end up with runners now on first and second. So that was not a good development for Los Altos, but Mountain View seemed to be quite pleased with it. So they extend their lead to 4 now. And the next batter is Will Thornton. Eller made a great attempt at fielding the ball, but got there, had his glove on it, and then dropped it. That's popped right over my head. As I said, these backstop has to be a good 30 feet high. No balls, 2 strikes to Will Thornton. It's outside. Comes Bicker's 1-2 pitch. Ground ball too short. There's 1. Can't get 2. So McLean fired over to Eller, but they could not get the out at first. So it's a fielder's choice for Thornton. And Ray goes to third. So now the batter is John McAllister. John flew out to first base, flew out to right field, and then was caught looking. Take strike 1.
Hey, let's go, John. Hit it hard somewhere.
Matt Bicker throws. Strike 2.
Hey, you go, kid. Tell the 2, John.
So John McAllister is looking at 0-2. Runners on the corners. McAllister sends it to the shortstop. He has it. Throws to first. That's McLean to McCall. And the side's retired, but not before Mountain View scores again. They now lead 8-4. Just when we go to come back, the pitcher, Patrick McClellan, asked for a new ball. But leading off for Los Altos in the top of the 6th will be Conrad Rogers, followed by Thomas Kelleher and Matt Bicker. Rogers sends one down the third base line. Foul. Some of my best hits in life are foul balls. I wonder what that means. Here's the 0-1 curveball. Misses even the catcher. Boy, that backstop, that ball just goes. There's a pad back there that nicely written Mountain View Spartans with their logo and everything, but the ball isn't hitting it, but bouncing straight back to the catcher. Came into play earlier when the runner from third started to come home, had to retreat, but they got the runner at second trying to retreat.
Yeah, right there, nothing beats you there. Hey, he's showing you that tendency.
Another foul ball brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Conrad Rogers. Rogers struck out his first time and grounded out to the pitcher. That was just a bit high. McClellan's going to throw 2-2. That's sent to center field. It looks like it's in the gap. It's in between the outfielders. And Rogers has a base hit. Here's another look as he takes a little bit of a high fastball and just strokes it. Out to right center. That will bring up Thomas Kelleher. Thomas is playing center field. He flew out his first time to the third base, and he walked and scored in the 4th. There's a throw to first. Ooh, that was high. Nice dance move by Munoz. He didn't come down on the runner. Kelleher rips one to center field, another base hit. So Los Altos has 2 hits in a row. Here's another look. You can see he just strokes it. Gets out to Thornton quickly. He gets it back in. And now Mountain View wants to talk about things. The coach is kicking the dirt off of the pitching plate. Trying to settle his team down, tell him to get it out. Maybe talking about how the pitches are catching too much of the plate. Here comes our elegant umpire going out to gives me a chance to tell you that KMVT Sports presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. Okay, the coach is leaving the field. We're going to continue with Los Altos with runners at first and second, nobody out. Here in the 6th. The batter is Matt Bicker. He's been the pitcher the last 2 innings for Los Altos. He'll be followed by Peffley, who started off pitching in this game. Already, yeah, but it was called a ball by the umpire. So 2 balls, no strikes. Runners in first and second. This just seems like a big pitch, or do I want to make it into one? McClellan fires, curve, catches. 2-1. Don't expect any movement by the runners being down by 4 runs, but I'm always surprised. I guess Mountain View was thinking the same way. Rogers at second, Kelleher at first. Bicker hitting. He sends a pop-up. It's right over by me. And the catcher makes a fine play. That's Gishi. In case you're wondering, that's not an infield fly because it's in foul territory. Big out for Mountain View. And Daniel Peffley stands in.
Let's go! One out!
Earlier in the game, you might have thought about bunting to move the runners up, but when you're down 4, you gotta let them hit, swing away. And there's strike 1. And there's another pop-up. That would be an infield fly. And that's grabbed by Montano at second. So there's 2 down, in case you're wondering. An infield fly means the batter is out automatically, even if the ball is dropped.
Outfield, back it up, keep it in front, no doubles. Lead off hitter.
So that brings us to the top of the order, and Stephen McLean. McLean hit a double, was hit by a pitch, and he sacrificed. Pitch is in the dirt, the runners don't move up. Again, blocked with the body by Gishi. So McClellan throws 1 ball, gets the strike. So Patrick McLennan looking for another strike. So we're looking at 2 balls, 1 strike to Stephen McLean. Was outside. Everybody on the Mountain View side thought it was a strike. Just missed. As I said earlier, I'm way off to the side. I'm not directly behind home plate. It's hard to tell where the pitches are exactly. So I have to rely upon the umpire's calls. There's ball 4. So that loads the bases for the And I think we're going to have a pitching change. Mainly because the coach has already walked out there once and he's walking out again. So Patrick McClellan leaves. And we'll be back when he finishes warm-ups. Here we are. We have a new pitcher for Mountain View. That'd be Clark Applegren, who comes in from shortstop. Moving to shortstop will be Tony Montano. And moving to second base will be Washington. His first name is Dwight. So defensively, if I can go through it, at first is Munoz, Washington at second, Montano at short, and McAllister is at third. Pitching is Applegren, catching is Gishi, and batting for Los Altos, Stephen Lee. Takes strike one. So Los Altos has the bases loaded now. They had two singles to lead off, but then two fly balls. Lee sacrificed his first two times up, sends one toward first. It's fielded by Munoz, who takes it himself. And that ends the threat for Los Altos. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. Mountain View 8, Los Altos 4.
Hi, I'm Ricky Appler with Spartan Sports Camp. Brought to you by the Mountain View High School Athletic Department, Spartan Sports Camp offers multi-sport camps for kids in grades 3 through 6, as well as sport-specific camps for grades 6 through 9. We give campers the opportunity to receive instruction from the Mountain View High School coaching staff and student athletes. Strength camps are also available throughout the summer. For registration info, visit our website at www.spartansportscamp.com. Sessions begin June 10th and run weekly through August 2nd. We look forward to seeing you this summer.
I was at a fire department training and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it.
I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor and he saved my life.
Here we are going to the bottom of the sixth inning. New pitcher for Los Altos, that would be Trevor Rogers. And batting for the Spartans would be Nick Lilly. Nick struck out twice, but he also got a single and scored in the third. He's a designated hitter.
My boy Will! Yeah! Go Will! My boy Willie!
He takes ball two.
Make him come to you, Will!
Rogers throws 2-0. There's a strike.
Go, Will! We say lick no eight.
Lily's waiting for the 2-1. He fouls one off.
Go, Lil, right here, kid.
Counts 2-2 to Nick Lilly here in the sixth. Looked like a curveball. Again, makes it a little tough with the next batter standing right in front of me. So the count goes to 3-2. There's ball 4. That'll bring up Max Gishi. Max reached on an error and scored, walked and scored, then flew out to the third base. The bottom part of the lineup has scored almost all the runs for Mountain View. Showed bunt. Called out at first. Picked off by the catcher. So that's the first out of the inning.
Go, Geese, start us over, kid.
Let's see if we can throw together a replay here. The catcher's fired at the first. Hard to see it, but he was out. Now it's smashed by Gishi to left, very high. And that's run down by Lee. So there's 2 down. That'll bring up Clark Applegren. Clark's now pitching for the Spartans. He takes strike 1. Rogers fires, swung on and missed.
Let's go, kid. We say 10.
So Rogers is trying to get out of this with only facing 3 batters, although he gave up a walk. That one's inside. Catcher held it for a while, see if he can influence the umpire. Didn't work with a fine gentleman like this.
Hey, get us started. Let's go. Right here, Clark. What do you say, kid?
1-2. Ground ball to second. Eller throws it to McCall. And that'll end the inning. So after 6 complete, Mountain View 8, Los Altos 4. Here we go with the top of the 7th inning. Los Altos needs 4 to keep this one going. Leading off will be Chase Eller, followed by Patrick McCall and then Max Wilbur. Eller has reached on a walk. He then sacrificed and hit a double. Takes ball 1. Continuing to pitch for the Spartans is Clark Applegren, and catching is Gishi, Max Gishi. There's a strike. 2-1. Chase Eller. The ground ball to short. Montano, but he gets through.
Work through it, T. Run through it. Run through it.
Here's another look so we can see that error once again. You see the ball just does not come up. So Patrick McCall will be the batter. He's playing first base. Los Altos needs base runners. There's a line drive down the right field line. Looks like it's going to drop. Dive, and it's missed. Around third comes Eller, and he scores. McCall pulls into second with a double. Here's another look as I believe it's more out in the field. You can see the line drive. Makes a valiant effort to dive. But the ball gets through. In that instance, I don't know if it's better to go for the dive or keep the ball in front of you so that they don't score. But some people think that because you're up by 4 runs, you should go for it to get the out. But other people think you shouldn't. So Los Altos has something going with Max Wilbur up to bat. Applegren looks in. He throws 1-0 sometime. That's crushed. I think it's foul. It stayed in the... No, I guess it went over the fence, but it was foul. I thought the fielder was going to run over and pick it up, so I figured it had to stop in front of the fence. Hard to get a depth perception that far away. It's 320 feet, as you can see by the sign on the fence. And I think we're going to have a pitching change. No, we're going to have something. Coaches are smiling. Well, I guess I'm wrong. Coach came out. Like the umpire, something must have happened. They move players around quite a bit. It's hard for me to catch all those movements. So Applegren steps off. Everybody at the plate seems to be back in position. So Applegren steps back on. Runner at second, 1 in, no outs. Top of the 7th. Ball to third. McAllister's up with it, fires it low. Munoz has to come off the base.
That's too deep. It's too far away from first.
They try to make a tag on the runner, thinking he had turned to go to second. No call by the umpires. Here's another look. You see the ball go. Bobbled, picks it up, fires it low to first. Actually, Munoz made a great play to keep that ball from going through. And now we have a timeout as the coach comes out maybe now to make a change. It gives me a chance to tell you that this game was brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead, to them, it's personal. And the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMF doctor today. So I see the umpire out there writing. That gives me the indication that possibly we have a change here. Let's see. No, 10's still there. That's Clark Applegren. Coach goes back over smiling.
Come on, guys, get one.
So, here's the situation. The tying run is now at the plate for Los Altos in the person of Conrad Rogers. Conrad struck out his first time, grounded out to the pitcher, and then hit a single. Fly ball out to left. He had him played perfectly. That's run down by Moore. Fired back in. Runners can't move up. So now there's 1 out. and Thomas Kelleher. Bat. Thomas flew out to third, walked and scored, then hit a single.
Go! Force anywhere! Outfield at the cut! Hey! Batter's important!
Coach is yelling that the batter's important. I think he wants the team to get the out. That's what he's looking for.
Go ahead! We got one out! One out!
Appleton throws 0-1. There's a line drive, center field. Thornton has it figured. And there's 2 down. So Los Altos is hitting the ball hard this inning. The last 2 have just been fly ball outs. And that brings up.
Go, we got 2 down!
It's a different batter than expected. Oh, this is Lambie Landman. Ground ball up the middle, knocked down. No play at second, and he's safe at first. I think I have to give him a base hit on that, as that was an excellent play, knocking it down by the shortstop, keeping it from going through. He can see it once again to see if I'm right. On all-out dive, he knocks it down, gets it, can't get the out at second, tries it first, and they can't get him.
Go, do you want it? Go, get it out!
So Landman reaches. There's a line drive to center. It was down. It's ruled out. A nice diving catch, tumbling. Here's another look. His parents are going to want a copy of this. Watch this line drive. Center field. It's dying. He's coming. And the second baseman has to ruin it by getting in the way. He dropped his hat. He goes back to get his hat. That's the only thing that he did wrong. But that's the 3rd out of the inning. Mountain View has pulled it out, won 8-5. An excellent ball game. Eagles tried to come back there at the end. Had the bases loaded. But a fine diving catch by Thornton ends it. So the producer-director for today's game was Bobby Chastain. Cameras were Phil Resch, Renee Mendoza, Holly Leonard, and Bill Snow. Special thanks to the Mountain View High School Athletic Department. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's telecast. My name's Jim Leonard. I enjoyed bringing it to you. See you next time.